Universal, powered by McCulloch, provides garden power accessories to maintain and enhance your equipment, helping you tackle virtually any outdoor job, from mowing to sawing to brush cutting and beyond. It's not recommended trying the saw without first becoming thoroughly familiar with the controls, fueling and starting. Always refer to your chainsaw's instruction manual when assembling, using or maintaining your equipment. The chain and bar cover protects your saw and you in transit and storage. The chain and bar combination itself. The chain brake is a critical safety feature. The chain catcher for if the chain disengages. An extended handle design for extra hand protection. A clearly marked on-off switch. A double-action throttle lever. To assemble the chainsaw bar and chain, you must disengage the chain brake by pulling the brake lever back. Loosen the bar mounting nuts and remove the panel. Place the bar over the retaining studs, making sure that the bar is located onto the chain adjuster. Remember, when handling the chain, always wear suitable protective gloves. Straighten any kinks in the chain and spread it out into a loop. Place on the chain, putting the chain tangs into the top groove of the bar, making sure that the cutting edge of the chain face in the forward direction. The chain will rotate around the bar. Make sure the chain is guided around and onto the drive sprocket. Pull the cover back on and finger tighten the bolts. The chain direction is usually clearly indicated. Then tighten the chain tension screw adjustment. Importantly, lift the bar as you tighten. Don't over-tighten the chain. You should just be able to lift the chain links. Tighten the bolts with the tool supplied. Some models have a toolless chain tensioning system, so refer to your user manual. Then test the chain brake by clicking on and off. The fueling of your chainsaw correctly is very important. We would recommend the purchase of a 2-stroke fuel mixing bottle, allowing easy mixing of 40 parts of unleaded petrol to 1 part 2-stroke engine oil. Never use multigrade or automotive oil. Only use 2-stroke oil and petrol mix as fuel. Along with a fuel mixing bottle and fuel can, Universal, powered by McCulloch, provides some alternative fuel carrying, mixing and oil products designed for convenience. Our 1-litre 2-stroke oil bottle comes with an oil measuring reservoir for easy and accurate fuel mixing. And if working away from your base, this combi can holds 5 litres of fuel mixture in one side and 1 litre of chain oil in the other, both with clean pour nozzles. These products are available from most DIY superstore or specialist garden machinery dealers. Never fuel up within 5 meters of where you will use your product. Remove the cap and use a funnel to carefully pour your 2-stroke oil and fuel mixture into the chainsaw's fuel tank. Chain oil is absolutely critical. Always refill the chain oil tank each time the fuel tank is refueled, using standard chain oil or biodegradable chain oil. Always check the tension of the chain when refueling your chainsaw. If it is too slack, there is a risk that it can come loose and disengage. Your chainsaw is now ready to use. Remember, a chainsaw can be extremely dangerous, and you must take precautions for yours and others' safety when using your saw. Always wear genuine protective boots, protective legwear, protective headwear, eye and ear protection. A full range of high-quality protective clothing is available from Universal, powered by McCulloch. To start from cold, always start your chainsaw on the floor. Anchor the chainsaw with your foot. Make sure the choke is open and the chain brake is on. Push the primer up to 6 times. Make sure the on-off ignition switch is on. Pull the recoil start a few times until the engine fires or engages. Then push the choke back in halfway. Pull the recoil again to start the product. When started, close the choke. Throttle for over 15 seconds to warm the engine, and crucially test the chain brake is functional at least twice. To start the saw from warm, follow the same steps, but don't press the primer valve, and only open the choke halfway, as you may flood the engine. For safety reasons, when the saw is running, only ever release the chain brake when making a cut or when you're running to warm up. Reapply on finishing the cut. When running, you should also test to make sure the chain is being properly lubricated. Taking care to always have two hands on the saw, place the saw chain a few inches away from a clean surface and apply full throttle. You should see the chain oil spray the surface like this. The saw chain is designed to cut wood, and wood only. Do not allow the chain to touch dirt, sand, roots or foreign material, as the cutters will be dulled immediately and performance will be affected. The kickback zone is at the top front edge of the bar. You should never saw wood leading in with this area of the bar. The bumper spike may be used as a pivot when making a cut. Always clean or brush down your chainsaw after use. Maintain and sharpen your chain. Check your chain brake, spark plug and air filter on a regular basis. Remember, your chainsaw will not start with the chain brake on. A sharp chain makes your work easier and safer. Our chain file kits contain everything you need: files, handle and guides. Ensure that your saw is fixed in a safe position and that the chain brake is disengaged. The arrows on the template should point in the same direction as the bar. Mount this on one of the chain cutting edges. Mark the chain where you started from, so that you will know when you've sharpened all the chain cutters. Always start with the worst cutting edge. It's important that you keep the file positioned vertically above the template to achieve the correct sharpening angle. Always use the file by pushing it forwards and rotating it. Count the number of times you've sharpened each cutting edge before you're satisfied with the result. Then use the same number of sharpening movements on each cutting link. Continue sharpening the chain, skipping every other cutting edge. Then turn the saw over and sharpen the remaining cutting edges. You must also remember to sharpen the depth gauges. Replace the file in the handle with a flat file. Then position the template like this. Apply an even filing movement. When the cutting edges have become worn and are less than 4 mm, the chain should be replaced. Be aware, be safe, and enjoy using this simple and very effective garden machine.